What's going on, everybody? This is just a restream from earlier, and as you can see, inclement weather across the nation. Now, how many people can't work today? That's my question. We know that we probably, what I'm saying, have said things about one person working, but how many people can't work today? So, a lot of people should understand how I feel. You know what I mean, at least, with not being able to move around. But I come here to ask of the same that I always do. So that whenever the store doors open, I can just walk down there and do what I need to do. Besides that, I'm eating coffee right now. Yeah. It's the only thing on my stomach. And a failed pancake. So I'm gonna stream for a short time and then leave. That was an attempt to call somebody. Went failed. They didn't pick up. Now, what y'all will see in the future is there will be many videos made by people once my project is done, made just like this, where you use a projector screen or green screen and you zoom in all over the entire project, all over the earth. in order to explain different things like these ocean mapping lines, like y'all see me drawing there, why some of them line up exactly with my work. I can't make that happen. So, it's one thing. I mean, look at that behind me. That's where the details are really at. Excuse me. I'm just gonna get a thrill out of seeing people do that. It's not gonna always be just kept to me. I just have it under my ownership to where I get to choose how it's dispersed and published. Therefore, all of the money comes back to me. That's what the copyright ensures. So it may be mine, and part of the reason why I haven't blown up is because I'm seemingly stingy with what I have too. If anybody were to take my stuff and do just the wrong thing with it, it's over for them. So that's why you won't see people put my stuff out here like that. That's one thing y'all have to comprehend. It doesn't mean that I haven't discovered something that's very meaningful. People have to be careful with using somebody else's stuff. This isn't like the Fibonacci sequence where, everybody could use this. It's not copyright. So, once I have it to where I could put it in school books, university school books and things like that, and they can do what they need, that's where you'll see a big different energy come from the comprehension and vital functionality of this whole discovery. It is not over. I mean, seriously, I'm not just saying that for that. It's funny. It's amazing. I mean, a human being drew that. And I'm being bothered, man. That's the problem, man. If I had a clear mind, I mean, that's with me being bothered, bro. It matters. It's like playing a game of pool where you're supposed to line stuff up correctly. And you holding them subject, they missing here and there, but somebody bumping the pool stick every time that they take a shot. And you expecting them to look at it. That don't count. That's just an excuse. No, it matters. For one, that person bumping the pool stick probably doing that to jealousy. Because that person, that if he don't get bumped, he probably something that's intimidating. He's so good. And that's what I am. I'm intimidating the motherfuckers that I'm good at what I am good at. They ain't go to school to learn nothing. This discovery that I'm bringing y'all is the proof of that. What school did I go to learn that? You know what I mean? That comes directly from me. I could probably make my own school based on it, if anything, in the future. That's actually a plan. I plan on talking with the CIA and everything about this discovery, man. This is going to get very serious. It's not over for nothing. I'm not just talking. I swear on my soul. And I take it that far. I swear on my soul I'm not just talking. That's serious business. For this discovery to pop up all over the earth the way that it does, as y'all can see here, you got the flat earth. You know what I'm saying? In the extended, what's beyond the ice walls, this is where y'all have to understand we get to answering what's beyond the universe with this. When you look at this discovery that I've made and the Nazca Sun Star, check this out too. Dang, it ain't gonna show the full thing. But the Nazca Sun Star is there, right? What you see right there, that center part, that's the center of the Nazca Sun Star. Okay? But you see the Nazca Sun Star is when you zoom in on the Earth, we know one thing for sure is that it is on the Earth. Now I break things down simply for a reason. Hold on, y'all. I'll get a phone call. Just sit there and wait until somebody say something, because they get your voice. Yeah, you say hello. A lot of y'all don't think like that. I mean, for real. Hold on, let me read your comment. I've watched almost everything in Antarctica. I've been interested in life beyond the wall for a long time. Thank you for commenting. I be looking for y'all to do stuff like that, not just, donations, man. Thank you for commenting, like a real person should. Okay, now, as far as what I was saying, thank you for reminding me as well. That's where this right here, the Nazca Sun Star, is on the Earth, but you zoom in into it. But there are 19 other stars. So when people look at that Nazca Sun Star and they're amazed by the intricate geometry there and the message that it's communicating, everything there, every star there found has 45 degrees of an angle incorporated in it. That's the first thing that I realized about the frequency analysis. Whatever it is, it's a message being communicated. And with the message, in order to crack a code or decipher a message, frequency analysis is the key. That means determining how often or what is the most used, most common method of or piece of communication used within the communication, within the message. For instance, if you're cracking a code and you see the letter T, 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 T popping up a bunch, it's going to help you crack the code. It's a vital source of the language in itself. And the same thing goes for this, something with 45 degrees. Okay, well, compasses as well are at 45 degrees when you look into compasses. And that deals with navigation. So that Nazca Sun Star has to be placed on a specified point. And I chose directly above the north. There's 2 points of viewpoints that's on the Earth that's guaranteed when you look at a ball. That's the equator that's around the edge, which is a perfect circle around the ball, and the point that's in the center. Everything else is subject to being it's constant, if y'all understand it. So that's why having this information fixated right above the North Pole is very important. This is my favorite monument out of all of them. I don't know how many of y'all have heard of Bangladesh, but that's where this is at. So when I say it's all over the Earth, it's everywhere. Those are the ley lines right there. At the bottom. And my discovery has to deal with the ley lines. More than the ley lines. It precedes the ley lines. But anyway, I didn't want to make this a long video. I really didn't come on here to teach this and talk about this, but I just wanted to come on here to, you know what I'm saying, like I said earlier. But as well, since that was on the flow, I also wanted to test out this function too. Now, y'all see my discovery? To everyone in the world who watches my channel, this is very important for you to realize. This part right here, this is called a Jain map of the universe. Hinduism is first. Jainism is next, as far as timeline, and then Buddhism is after that. So what you see right here on this Jane map of the universe, you have something very important to pay attention to, which is this right here. And I'm bringing it up for a reason, because I need y'all to realize how special it is when I say that this is timeless, and it's found all throughout the essence of time and space on Earth. Now, when you look up and try to find out what this is, because you know with the technology we have, you can screenshot something, zoom in on it, and put it into Google Lens and reverse image search. And the artificial intelligence can inform you what a symbol is. Well, when I look up this right here, please importantly understand that it says that this is the La Chicana. And I just said this is Jainism. This is, and when I ask even the artificial intelligence, that means that this is a very important question when you're talking about something that has been around for so long, but we don't have a name for the symbol in itself. And the artificial intelligence even told me that if this is an Indian symbol, there is no specified findable name for it. That's very important. Because what I'm showing you right there, look at how this, they said, when you look into that, they said that the closest thing that is in Hinduism or Jainism that they have is something called the Vastu Mantra, which is a grid system that the Indians used in order to build their ancient temples based on. Do you understand what I'm saying? They said that, I'm going to repeat that one more time, that the Vastu Mantra Yantra is a mandala system that the Indians used to build their ancient Indian temples based on, a grid system. And when you look this up, however, though, it looks nothing like my discovery, but doesn't it sound just like my discovery? And what I'm showing you with all of this ancient. But when you look at that Vastu Mantra, what I'm getting at is, it doesn't look like the buildings. I can show then where my stuff looks spot exactly like it. I mean, exactly like it, man. But you don't find my discovery in it. So it's, when I say that this is the most wild, I mean, amazing story, twisted story that it's like something out of a movie for me to be dealing with this myself. Now, how many of these do you see right here? Look at how this is a map of the universe, and the artificial intelligence tells you that the Indians, what they had to deal with it has to do with the Vastu Mantra, building temples based on it, and that's what I'm showing y'all right here. The Nazca Sun Star is a plotted point that if you zoom into on this very map, literally, I'm showing you through my work right there. That's exact, and they said that the Nazca Sun Star, they think that it's a mandala. So I mean, everything is coming right back to exactly what exactly what I'm saying. It's not hard to understand at all. You got Angkor Wat, which looks, I said it looks exactly like it. I shouldn't be able to pull up multiple monuments from across the earth, not just in one region, one culture, but across the freaking planet. That's amazing. That has not been done by anybody. Now, the numbers that this system that I've made this discovery with just comes back to be Indian, 0 through 9. It's too much matching fingerprints. So I brought up that symbol right there because how many do you see coming towards the center? There's a circle going around. They said it's based on the cosmic, in order to, the Vastu Mantra Yantra mandala system was made in order for them to build their ancient Indian temples in cosmic order, in functionality with cosmic order. Cosmic order. What is the order of something, though? Or order of how something should go, like the order of numbers. This has to go in a certain order. And when you really pay attention to it, it's making a circle. It's 0 through 9 and 0 through 9. So it's making a circle on it, just like you see the sun and the stars and everything do. So the earth is right here and you see the circle of the earth. But this is where it's not just a piece of work that y'all, it's science right here that I did myself. I studied everything myself. I didn't make this up. This has to be like this. And I'm trying to help you out the best I can understand that. Because when I'm gone, what do you think? Why would you like to listen to someone else tell you what someone else's art means? that just so happens to be provable based on ancient monuments. Everybody can't do that. And the ancient societies confirm what he's saying. Thousands of years of it. And he's trying to take, which he ain't got from nobody. Just that, man. I'd be amazed to be in y'all position and hear of and see somebody doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm a young black male from where I'm from, teeth jacked up as hell. You know what I'm saying? And look at what I'm doing. There's a curse that's in effect. That's why a spirit is bothering me, because you got somebody doing something as powerful as this. And the whole thing is to build a pyramid to clean water, let alone a project that's going to be worth millions. Starting a clothing company, everything. I'm finna change America. Don't nothing kill me. Seriously. I'm not just running my mouth. So, you see two of these symbols. You see the circle that's on the outside, which is the circle that you see right here. Like you see the circles, concentric circles right here. But you see that there are two symbols on each side. You got a central line, but they're coming in. If you give it on same type of language, not the same angle or same count, but same type of language, method of conduct. You got 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Same thing down here, because it also has a mirror inside where you can see one down here, but the other, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm getting at. There's something timeless about this discovery in itself, and that's why I said that we hypothesized whether they could time travel and stuff. Yes, this stuff is very serious. When you reach time, I mean, come on. You have to understand that before you would send a person through whatever technology it is to travel through time, a message is something way more smart to send through. A message. Like such as a NASA Sun Star. And think about it too. How many have ever thought about this right here? I just thought about this. We're living in the present. You got something that we're sandwiched between called the future and the past. What if somebody went from the future to the past and did a message in the ground? What would happen? You get what I'm saying? They passed the point that you had. They didn't come back to this time and do it in this time. They went to the past before you were born. Before this time that we're in. And that's what you have to understand, is that just like when we landed on the moon and things like that, landed on the moon, when we go to different places and land different places, go to Antarctica, we leave messages, signs behind to let people know that we were there. And this could be the same thing done with time travel, to confirm that you did it. Because how the heck else am I able to know that? That's why I say the CIA, which also knows about time travel, has their building built on the 4.5 geometry. Both buildings are squared and they have that 45-degree angle, 4.5 censored stuff going on. It's just that simple. I couldn't make nothing up. And then in my own walk of life, the engineering building, when I set out to, let's say, you know what people say? Some people would say, bro, you probably haven't made any there. I haven't got this, but I'm just saying. Some people would probably say, bro, you probably ain't made it anywhere because you don't leave the house. You stay where you're at, man. You got to get out and do things like that. Well, guess what? When you start to call outward and you start to branch out and do those things, it's amazing whenever the very building that you go to in order to, that you get referred to. I called Arkansas College, most local college around, right? And they referred me to a college building, the mathematical engineering building. And the building in itself is shaped just like this. I mean, I could not BS it at all. So that's the route that I would have to go through. But the building in itself is shaped like this. After that, the CIA building as well It's shaped like, I mean, it's almost like something. It couldn't be more meant to be than I could ever explain. This ain't about luck, about chance. And so I do all of this to share with people uh, the truth. That's all it's about, is the truth. It's dope to be able to do this right here. You're getting pop up right through this code. So I'm gonna end this one here and leave this public, man. I need to do more teaching streams, but I be bothered so much by stuff, man. And I got a lot of work that I'm doing right now as far as the girls. But when I'm working on this project, I'm open to teaching about this stuff. And I got this sky blue one that I'm doing for these girls, which is I don't care whether it's 2026 or not. When you succeeded in and you got actual websites that confirmed it was the color of the year last year, I'm not messed up about being late on this right here. I got all the proof that I did what I needed to last year. And then the indigo being the next color of the year this year, it was ladies first last year. So now it's all about men. And I'm the man of the hour of the year. So that's where I end up. What you see back there is the indigo blue that I'm talking about. I set out to make this indigo color project known to the world this year. I mean, this is where we at right now. Look, you can see. Oh yeah, the green screen is on. See that? I'm trying to let it bleed through. Oh yeah, you gotta cut it off. Gotcha. Yeah. So as you can see, that's pretty jacked up. As far it has to be flattened, but everything comes together like a puzzle, just like a freaking puzzle. And I ain't connected this to do this work all the way together. So so it's gonna have its flaws for right now. That's just how it is. But I got to do that with all of them, do the bridging, and connect it as one image. So but work on them separately. So that's what I've been saying. That's what y'all's donations has been helping. I wouldn't have had that there, boy. Let me get y'all shout out on that, cause I wouldn't have had that there if it wasn't for y'all donations. Lord knows, boy, I wouldn't probably even be here. Shit, that's helped me keep smoking, stay on the grind, man. That's what the shit, boy. It feels good to be working on that, be high, cloud nine high, and your mind is, staying focused on something positive that's gonna pay off in the end for sure. If you see the detail there, I mean, it's one thing when I looked at the discovery in itself. Let me show y'all that one where we started at with the green screen. I'm gonna have to go into my gallery, but it was a download, so I gotta find the download file folder and then pick it. I'm almost there. Hold on, please. I still ain't found it. Negro still ain't found it. Dang. Negro still ain't found it. No, man, I ain't finding it. I'm trying to find that old picture that I took of it on the floor. Dang. Still looking. Still ain't found it. Let me go to my what's the name? Gallery and screenshot. It's on the reel. It's there. That's cold, boy. All right. There we go. That right there. That there that you see, that's the project in itself as far as the discovery. What you just saw on the ground right there. However, that goes right there where my fingers point. And so when we're coloring in all of this with detail, understand that this, when y'all look at the earth in real life, when you come to the museum and see it, you'll see all of this detail drawn of the earth. But that project has so much detail in itself and time. That's why I said people gonna look, it's two things merged together. The drawing of the earth is one of the biggest drawings ever completed of colored pencil by a human being alone, of the earth, in detail, with the ocean mapping lines, which is very important. So that's gonna make it worth a good few hundred thousand, if you understand, just the earth alone. So let alone the discovery, once they be like, okay, and then the Nazca sun started, then you got all the Indian temples with the number system. I mean, it's gonna go haywire because now all of these different countries need it. They could use it. South America could use it all of a sudden. India could use it all of a sudden. It's a vital necessity in different regions of the world. And that heightens its value extremely. So all of these is positive and negative numbers, and the consideration of two different ways of counting. You know, that you could be walking that way or you could choose to walk the other way. So you don't, counting upward positively is also based on perspective. You know what I mean? You could go either way. Some person might see a 6, some person might see a 9. It depends on where you are, you know, faced, or your perspective. So I'm in that one there. I just wanted to share that with y'all. It's very beautiful being able to show where we at with that, with the detailing of the earth. Because when I'm in the hospital, I'm going to be working on it in there. Because you know, I'm going to be pestered when I draw. But I won't have any smoke, so this is where I get to prove that it's not any smoke that's causing that. I know that anyway, but this is where you get the, hey, y'all remember that? Okay, so you can cut that. Because that's how I'm going to be. You know, I ain't got time for it. I'm not going to have my innocent weed continue to be brought up as a culprit of downfall in my life, because I ain't being bothered right now. And that's because I ain't drawing. Yeah, the drawing causes it. I hear people say that the weed could be a problem more than the drawing could be a problem. And it's way more recorded that the drawing is a problem than the weed. So.
Okay, well, open the door, I'm coming. Okay, bye-bye.
I mean, that there. Hopefully, y'all can send a donation with what you've learned today to contribute to this channel. I'm going to continue every day building. And I'm really grateful to be able to share this with y'all, man. I really am. That's why I do it. I could keep it all to myself. That is called saved energy and everything, you know what I mean? If you could imagine it. I mean, I'm not making any money from telling y'all this, sharing this with y'all. You do understand these things, hopefully. And so I must organically love coming on here and sharing this with y'all. I'm going to end that there.